You know, what advice would you give to owners that didn't get a chance to participate in this previous campaign? What would you tell these guys, or what could you tell them to make them want to get on board with this thing?
Well, I would say, why not? You'll come out of this with a big win. There's no doubt about it. More importantly, customer acquisition and the benefit of all of that, right? And to what Yvette just talked about, appreciating, what you guys have done, and then it only strengthens relationships within the community and with our customers. So why wouldn't you do it?
It's fantastic. And
it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. I've had a couple folks tell me that already. It seems like, it's almost too good to be true, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's why I got you guys here, because I want you guys to let everybody know that this stuff is working, and it's changing businesses overnight. And I'm sure that you guys, not everybody came over those 4 days, so I'm sure you had some stragglers come in this week to come and pick up a bag. So that just rolls into, this week, and maybe even a couple more next week, where you're getting those extra sales that you hadn't planned on. So
we got folks coming on back already, and we're starting to see the proof in the pudding. It's amazing. And again, as to what Yvette just talked about, it's a no-brainer.
Now, Rob, you had a tremendous success this first go around. What advice would you give to any fellow owner of yours that didn't take advantage of the program? What would you tell them?
Well, probably there's lots I could tell them, but just because the whole thing was a learning experience in itself. But if you don't do it and you don't take advantage of what you've already established and built, you are stealing from yourself.
Wow.
Even though, we used to do a lot of these programs in the previous business I was in before, we never really kind of translated it into the CBD game. And if you don't, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy not to do it, because, who couldn't use an extra month of sales? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever that looks like. It's just going to put you in a better position, not just, as far as making money goes, but, establishing your store, getting the word out there.
Yeah, and I'm sure that added some buzz to your staff as well. It's probably been a minute since, the earlier days when you had 4 and 5 and 6 people coming in at a time, and it was crazy. And that's when it's the funnest. I call it controlled chaos, right? But and kudos to you. Back surgery, then, your manager of 5 years went to a different opportunity. So you had some roadblocks, a little bit of adversity in there. So, really, unbelievable job. I think you said it best. You're stealing from yourself if you don't participate in this program. Guys, if you could, for any owner that didn't participate, what advice would you give them? What would you tell them?
So we did 28,700 at pretty aggressively discounted numbers. So, if you look at the retail, it was probably 40 or 45,000, which imagine, doing 10,000 a day plus for 4 days, And I know sometimes as owners, we get hung up on, well, what's my profit margin going to be, and one thing or another. And I would say, let yourself be sold. Be dumb enough to listen, but smart enough to follow through, and just do it. Right now, our customer acquisition cost has become very, very high. A lot of advertising methods that used to work, that were foolproof years ago, are almost non-existent anymore. So what do we do to get people in the store? A lot of times we focus so much on the new customers when most of us have thousands or tens of thousands of customers in that database. They just got to be nudged. They just got to be tapped on the shoulder going, hey, hello, we're still here. We're great, come back in. And in some cases, these people haven't been in a long time, and they haven't seen some of our newer products. Mm-hmm. So to do the wall walk and to do the pitch again is pretty amazing, because they either forgot or they didn't know or whatever. So, probably the easiest way to get a customer in the store is to reach back out and refamiliarize yourself with the customers that haven't been in a long time. Again, I overcame my fears that, maybe we did something wrong, or our price was too high, or the CB didn't work. And that's not it at all. Just like anything, we just need to keep constant contact with them.
Yeah.
For me, is having the skills to reconnect with your old customers again and tell them, hey, all this happened since you didn't came. And also for the new customers, tell them what are the options that we have. So just reconnect.
Most marketing sources that we use anymore don't work very effectively, or if they did, it's like, all right, at least I broke even, on that, which is probably not a good gauge of how well advertisement is. To take the quality products that you guys give us at damn near nothing, and we were able to turn around and entice the customer to come in at an aggressively discounted price.
Yeah.
But it's a 2-for-1. You get one hell of a marketing campaign of advertising, and you get to make instant money on it. It's instantly profitable. I don't know of any other kind of marketing or advertising technique that you can do that with.
What advice would you give to these folks? What would you tell them, the ones that didn't participate?
I mean, if they're allergic to sales, then I wouldn't participate. But if you're a business owner and you like money, there's no better way to do this. The Augusta store had been going down. We had a couple months, which again, this was one of the first stores. So we were around when there was $100,000 months. I mean, it's just how it was when we got in. This thing has it's not only fueled me to work harder at it and get excited about it, but like you said, my employees are jacked. So, we're going to roll it on and try to do 3 or 4 stores at once next time in a different market. And then we're going to redo them in the same. But they are excited. Like, they couldn't get a smile off their face. And you think after being busy as hell like that for, 3-4 straight days working their tails off, but they love it because they're used to sitting in the store by themselves and maybe a customer comes in once an hour or whatever. They love it because they get to show off their skills in front of us and running around, and they know that they see those dollar signs going up. So it's just man, it was one of the most exciting days and weeks that we've had, since our grand opening 7 years ago. It was fun for everybody, and the work, it's a lot of work going into it, but man, it paid off.
Red light is non-invasive therapy that stimulates cellular energy, promotes tissue repair by improving collagen production, with pain relief via reduced inflammation and improved circulation through low-level wavelengths of light. PEMF therapy uses pulsed electromagnetic fields to enhance healing, reduce pain, and improve overall wellness by stimulating cell function and promoting better circulation. PEMF has been used by astronauts for decades to aid in their recovery. Brain Fitness is proven neurotechnology that uses guided audio, light therapy, and binaural beats to stimulate your brain waves, thereby reducing stress, improving focus, and enhancing sleep.